Hey guys, Drake here. So, how you doing? A different video, and this is my first car vlog ever. So, a lot of new plans. Maybe you don't know, but I didn't say that. But I'm working at a news house currently for about 4 months now, and I forgot to use my Zoom H1N. Didn't review that product that I bought, but I'm gonna use it for the audio for these videos. So it's gonna be very much, pretty much easy to hear me. So all audio is gonna go for the camera itself, but we're gonna fix that. So basically I bought the Manfrotto tripod. It's a much better quality than that last one that I use. The fluid head was kind of a shaky. So pretty much now it's good. For these car vlogs I'm gonna be using only Manfrotto and Sony Alpha, and in the future maybe Sony Alpha 6300, and it's around $500, I think. So basically the trip from my home to work is around 30 minutes. It got me to really set up everything in around 15 minutes. So it's a long setup for this type of video, but I done it. And it's occasionally really weird now to talk like this while I'm driving, because usually I'm not used to it, so pardon me if I'm pausing a lot. Didn't upload any videos, I think, for like 3 weeks now, but I'm really happy to upload this video right now. Who cares how it's gonna be, as long as nothing goes wrong. This fluid head is really tough. It's really strength. I really tied it up so well that it won't drop backwards or in front of me. So in the previous videos I never upload that video. I filmed the video actually with this camera, of course, but with a different tripod, with an old tripod. And it's kind of going backwards all the time. It's those fluid heads. And as you can see, it's really tough traffic around here. And in our region, maybe you don't know, I mentioned a few times, but this region in Croatia, you can drive over in this areas around over 60 miles per hour. You can't. And our society and law is different than in America. Here you can pass really cheaply with some penalty, but in America, I'm telling you, it's really expensive. All these penalties are really expensive. So here is you can see, if you ever go to Zagreb, you can see really road rage drivers. So I wouldn't consider myself as a road rage driver, because I'm not. I'm a really defensive driver, and my relatives are saying that all the time, and I'm aware of that. So yeah, been watching a lot of new channels right now, so I just found out for the KCI channel, and it's been a really good experience to watch him, because it's a really different channel from others. It's really entertaining. Never heard for him. I heard for him about 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago in Arena here in Zagreb, in the biggest shopping center ever here. We seen him in the event, and I filmed him live for the news house. It was a really good experience. So I need to mention Shameful Positions. I've been following him for about 3 years now, and this guy is it's a father and his son, and they play games, and they play all kinds of games. There's no such game I didn't watch on his channel. I love Battlefield. I love his montage kills. They're really good players. Check it out. Check it out. Shameful Positions, Phil and Aaron. So really good quantity channel. And by myself, I never filmed any gameplay on my channel except Indiana Jones and Paris 2. That's the only game I try to film. And I filmed over 50 chapters or something. It was crazy. So now I started Outlast. So around I think a week ago, I started to upload Outlast. I'm going to the part 3, and maybe I'm gonna continue it, but I don't know. The first one was better with the story, but the second one nailed it with the graphics. The graphics and the gameplay are amazing. So the Outlast 2, I might be continue it, but I don't know when. Maybe tonight I will have a courage to continue it. But it's a great game. Overall, it's a great experience, and I really recommend it. Every fan of the horror game, you need to play it. It's really great. And now we have a chance to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2. Of course, everyone is fired up for that game. This game is incredible, really. IGN gave it 10 out of 10. I didn't see Metacritic what they gave to this game, but overall it's a great experience. Pretty much better than the first one. First one was a great story with John Marston. Really, it was a great story. But this second one really blows everything away. It really nailed it with a new graphics engine. But as I've heard, maybe not true, but they pushed these consoles to its limits. So the PS4 and the Xbox One are now actually 5 years old. Who would say 5 years ago? 5 years old, sorry. So the time really flies by. I remember in the 2013 in November, when this console has been out for the first time. It was a pretty new console. Now they're talking about releasing PS5. So I don't know about that. Is this true, legit? But I think it's fake for now. I think it's really fake because, I mean, let's be honest. PS4 Pro has more power than a regular PS4. So such a Xbox One X. Xbox One X has a 12 gigs GDDR5. 12 gigs GDDR5, and It's really 4 gigs more than the PS4. It's the fastest console ever, they say, and it's more powerful. It's really a more powerful system than the PS4 Pro. And the PS4 Pro is only for the pro players, those who want to experience 4K gaming. In the 4K gaming, it's almost brand new stuff now in the games. You couldn't find any game, I think, 2-3 years ago that you can play in 4K. Maybe these, I think, indie games, you can play them in a 4K because they don't really need so much graphics, so you can really upscale them. You can really scale them to the 4K. But the games such as Uncharted 4, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption 2, they really can look great on a 1080p. And a 1080p, I think it's enough. For some people, they think 2K is better. Yes, 2K is better. It's more detail, much more details in the game. But I think 1080p is a really huge thing because almost every game now on a PS4 you can play in 720p and 1080p. On a PS3, you can only play in 720p except those indie games, as I said. So Uncharted 4 looks great, really. And I think I talk about this, that I might buy PS4 Slim. And I'm not really sure, should I do that? Because PS4 Slim is a great system. The price is dropping every once in a while. And it has great games, really. It has great games, and but I don't think that I'm gonna be able to play these games all the time because of my time. I don't have enough time now to play except in the evening. So I'm planning to buy. I think I'm gonna buy Elgato gaming capture card, that system that you can record your gameplay. And record some PS3 gameplay for you. Not on the camera, but a really professional stream device. And so let's pass these guys, alright. So yeah. These, where I've been, okay, I've been talking about a PS4 Slim. The PS4 Slim, if I buy this thing, so I told many people I'm gonna buy a PS4 Slim, I think I'm gonna buy it, yeah. And these are the games that I'm gonna buy first. Uncharted 4, definitely. Battlefield 1, also. Red Dead Redemption 2, yes. Outlast 2, yes. Rise of the Tomb Raider and The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and that's almost 6-7 games. And let's say I play Rise of the Tomb Raider, games like that, and Uncharted 4. I don't like Uncharted 4 multiplayer, but I'm gonna play especially for the story, for the single player, like all 3 Uncharted games that I have on the PlayStation 3. And I'm gonna pass this game in around, let's say, 1 week because I am playing really slow and I want to enjoy the game. So I'm playing this game, let's say, for a week, and I pass this game. And now what? I'm not gonna replay it again. Let's say for the next 6 months. I'm playing the same game when I pass. I played every 6 months. So Alien Isolation, I played it in June. And I'm gonna play it for the next month. So every 6 months, the same game. Just recently I passed The Evil Within 1. It's a great game also. So The Evil Within 2 is also out. So I want to say that really there's so much games right now and they're really expensive. Some of them some of the old games are not so expensive, but these new games are really expensive, so about $50, $60. And this Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean, it's really sick. It's a really great game. It's really great graphics, everything. But imagine I'm playing. Imagine how this game is huge. This game is a huge step up from the first game, and it's a really huge game in the terms of the map. It has 100 gigs. I heard. I checked it out. It has a 100 gigs. That's a really huge number for the game. The size is 100 gigs. I can't believe it. And I would occasionally I will buy a PS4 Slim 500 gigs. And that game is 100 gigs the size. And then I will buy the Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4, I passed that for a week. And then I passed that. What's next? Rise of the Tomb Raider. And the Rise of the Tomb Raider, I passed that well. And what next? So Rise of the Tomb Raider doesn't have a multiplayer. So it doesn't have a multiplayer. It's only the story mode. And I don't think when I pass that I'm gonna replay it again every few months. So every 6 months also. But occasionally for the graphics, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. These graphics are insane, really insane. And now for the Battlefield. For the Battlefield part. Well, I don't know. Battlefield actually has a great single player. I saw it. But especially, I will buy this game all day for the multiplayer. I love that multiplayer, really. That multiplayer is awesome. So, the game is especially for the multiplayer. I have a Battlefield 3 on PlayStation 3. It's a really fun game, even it's 7 years old, who cares? It's a really great, fun. The graphics are still really great. So graphics are really old now for 7 years. 7 years, it's a great game. I will give that game 10 out of 10. The single player, I passed the single player I think 5 times. It's a solid story. It's a solid story. But this warrior, actually, this American Marine, I think, what is his name? I don't know now. Blackburn. It's a really tough name. It's a really tough name. But for me, I think the action sequences are really, the guns, the weapons, everything are so really balanced. Everything is really balanced. You can play in the jet, you can play in the helicopter, everything. You're really one-man army, one-man warrior. You can use almost everything, except for the COD. It's only rush, snipers. I don't know. I wouldn't talk about a COD because I'm not playing COD anymore, and it's really bad game. So. What was I saying? Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So the Rise of the Tomb Raider, I will buy that. And it's like a movie. It's really like a movie, like a Beyond Two Souls, like a The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us, I will really buy that. I will really buy that because I enjoyed the first one, and I'm gonna play the first one. And I'm thinking about streaming it when I get my Elgato game capture card. So we will see, maybe 30 minutes, chapters, who knows. But I'm definitely gonna play that as well. The Last of Us Part 2, I don't think there's gonna be Joel in the game because he was the main character in the first one. But I'm really gonna enjoy it. It's the second really current gen game that is coming out, I think, for a year or so, for a year or two, and that for the end of the generation. And people are talking about the end of the generation of the PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, let's be honest, Xbox One X and PS4 Pro are almost like it's almost like 9th gen of the consoles. I don't know now, but it's like an upgraded PS4. It's like an upgraded PS4, and it's really, it doesn't include a more upgrade than that. mean, what people are expect? They expect the PS5. And what in PS5, if ever they achieve, if they ever achieve photorealism in these games, I mean, I think people, I don't know, it's necessary. It's really necessary. The PS5 itself, it doesn't really make sense. Is the really big number, PS5. Why 5? Why number 5? I mean, PS3 has a sense, yeah. So guys, basically that's it. I'm really glad I found the time to talk about this. This is kind of a car vlogs that I'm gonna enjoy it if I'm gonna continue it. So, catch you later and enjoy your day.